This is Big Dreams, Small Pockets, a business and lifestyle podcast where we take you on our journey of making our dreams a reality. Ashol is a full-time entrepreneur with a specialization in digital marketing, and Veli works a 9-to-5 job while managing her businesses on the side. If you want tips, tricks, and a good laugh, keep listening. Whether you're new or you've been listening from day one, we thank you for tuning in and ask you to share our podcast with your friends and business partners. Without further ado, let's get right to it.
Okay, we started recording again, guys. Okay, so we're back. We were talking about debt to income ratio. We were talking about, do you remember?
No, that's where we were.
That's where we stopped. Okay.
Yeah.
So business credit, yes, but then you guys mentioned something about debt to income ratio.
Because of the student loans.
Okay,
because of the high. So I just wanted to say, the student loans, they're fine. Like, right now they're deferred, but when it was not deferred, it was being paid on a regular basis. Like, in terms of that, it's good. It's just the fact that it keeps on increasing, because after my master's, I'm going for my PhD.
Nice.
So I'm gonna need more loans, and so like I said, it's just gonna keep getting higher. And the last time I spoke to someone, in terms of applying for a loan, they pretty much dubbed my shit because my student,
your student
So
loan.
what did you say your income was?
At that time, I really wasn't making that much money. Yeah, I really wasn't making much.
So they're not gonna extend you anything because your debt is just like you have too much debt and you don't have any income to cover it. So they're thinking about the long term when you're paying back your student loans. How are we gonna get our money? So what I always say is you could put household income on applications. So if your mother makes a certain amount of money and your father does as well, then you can put all your income accumulated and put that on the app so you can get approved.
That was the last time I ever got to apply for a loan. Once you just said that sentence,
Yo!
my household income.
She got 7 people in this.
I'm a millionaire. Now I'm a millionaire. No one can deny me of a loan. I'm gonna walk in and just slide my income, my household income.
Oh
Here
my
you go.
God.
Please accept my money. Please give me money, something. Okay.
No way.
You just switched the game for me. Never.
And a lot of these companies are also non-documentation. So they're non-doc companies. So they're not, once you put it on the app, they're not gonna ask you for pay stubs from everybody. It's just there. So once you know the non-doc companies and the document companies, you know who you could go for a loan and certain things. But I like credit cards more so than loans, because when you get a loan, the interest rate is defined. Like, let's say they say you're gonna pay 8% over this amount of time, but if you know credit literacy and you know how to use your credit cards, you never pay interest. Like, I can't remember the last time I paid interest on my credit cards because you're hiding the utilization. So you pay 0% interest while your money is out there working for you. So I don't really take too many loans unless it's like an auto loan or something of that sort.
That's amazing. And even with the interest, I feel like so many people spend years just paying back the interest without even realize that's what they're paying back, thinking that they're actually paying off the actual credit that you borrowed, but it's actually the interest you're paying off. So that's awesome. I will definitely, the next loan or anything I apply, I will definitely be using the household income, because like I said, with this information, now I will no longer be declined for anything. Like, excuse me, who are you speaking to? This is a person household. Like, what are you talking about? Come on.
No, y'all just changed the game.
You really did. You don't understand. My ego, don't talk about it. It's through the roof now. Can't talk to me.
So I have a question. Do you guys just help people with low standing credit, or do you guys also help people with like get to the 800s? Like, can you get people that's in good credit to excellent credit?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because the thing with credit is that it's just a breakdown model of it's an algorithm. So once you know what to put in the algorithm, you can get anybody to that standpoint, to like the high 7s, 800s. 800 credit score is great to have. It's just once you get to like 780, you pretty much will get the same interest rates that you get for that 800 credit score. It's just that 800 just looks nice. It's just like,
exactly.
You glowing. You got the glowing. Like, I got 800.
Yeah, when they ask what's your credit,
it's actually like 805.
Yeah.
It's
like, not too crazy.
Say it loud though. You know how you like this for your my credit is like No, it's 8. It's 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give or
Remember
take.
it.
Give or take.
I can't remember the last time I checked though. It's been going up.
Yeah.
That's first of all that you guys have given us so much information. Like when we said we're gonna play this episode back, like I play back our podcast maybe once, twice, depending on how I'm feeling.
Nah, but this
I'm going to start stop notes.
All your friends, like everybody gotta know about this episode.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Definitely.
So I kind of wanted to start the scenarios a little bit. I have one right in my head, so I don't want to lose it. Okay, so this person's name is Jacquees. Don't ask me about these names. I'm a little ratchet. So Jacquees is 19 years old. He just left school. He went to St. Francis. He, St. Francis is a private school, so his loans is probably like at 90K or something like that. His income is about 32K after taxes. Just entry level job or whatever. And he, did I say 19? I'm sorry, I meant like 22. Who graduates at 19? So he's right. So he's 22 and he decided, to get a brand new car. So he has a car note of about, let's say like 480. Brooklyn niggas gotta push the luxury. So he got a BMW. So he got a 480 car note. So what would you give? And his credit is a 620. What advice would you give Jacquees to increase his credit so he could try to do other things, maybe even start a business and get business credit?
So at that 620, it means if you have a 620, it means that he has something negative on there. So it will have to be some kind of something negative, maybe a late payment or a charge off or a collection account. So
his income is low. So he has a really high car payment, really high student loans, and his income is only 32. So I tried to make it like that. I don't know if I did that right.
Line of credit too. He probably has a short line of credit.
He's only 22.
Yeah, but okay. So the income. What I was saying about the credit, if he has a 620, it will mean there's something negative on the report. Even if, because the income, they don't know your income on your credit report, so it'll be something negative that will be affecting him. So what I would say is that he will have to get that removed. He has a credit card?
Let's sprinkle in 2 maxed out credit cards.
Oh, 2 maxed out. Okay, that's all right. So the maxed out. So basically, I would tell him that he got to start paying down the cards. That's the first thing. You have to pay down those cards. I don't know what he can afford at that time, but if the cards are really maxed out and he can't do anything about it, there's debt consolidation that he could look into. But when you look into the new FICO models that are coming out, like that FICO, a new model FICO 10, because you have, everything usually pulls from the FICO 8 model. So there's different kind of FICO scores. FICO 5 is like your home, FICO 6, FICO 8. So the new FICO 10 model is actually going to affect debt consolidation and won't really improve your score no more. But for now, I'll tell him look into debt consolidation if he's unable to pay those cards down, because the interest is just going to kill him. And if he does need extra positive accounts, that he can actually add those as well.
Okay.
Can I throw something in based on what you guys taught me today? Would you then recommend, if he has someone in the house with a pretty decent, strong credit and line of history, he can make himself an authorized user that can kind of help bump up his credit a little bit while he's paying down?
Yeah, definitely he can make himself an authorized user. But the thing about becoming an authorized user is he can definitely do it because he doesn't have any negative accounts. So it'll help. But utilization is it's like 30% of your credit score. So it's such a huge factor that the authorized user it will help if the authorized user has a high limit. So I would recommend, there's different accounts like AG Jewelers, if agjewelers.com. It's a $10,000 credit line with no credit check. So you'll get approved and they'll report to your credit. And what that does is he'll add that $10,000 credit line and it'll significantly drop his overall utilization.
Yeah.
So there's different things you could do. If you have maxed out credit cards, you can either add more credit cards to decrease your utilization or pay down the lines to decrease your utilization.
And you wouldn't recommend he refinance the almost $500 car that he got because he can't afford that?
Oh yeah.
Not refinance because he doesn't have the score to refinance it, so he's not really gonna get a better rate. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if he's living in Brooklyn, maybe he could refinance to the train for a bit.
But if you do a voluntary repossession, like if he could pay it the best he can, then pay it, because voluntary repossessions will destroy your credit.
Oh my God! So he's just okay.
Wait, you said will destroy.
Okay.
Yeah, even if involuntary or voluntary, if you give the car back, it's gonna destroy your credit.
Because it's saying you can't afford it.
So he's better off keeping the BMW.
Wow.
Or trying to sell it to a private seller, or a private buyer, or something along those lines.
Okay. All right. That was my scenario.
That's a good question. Now I know. I mean, I don't have a finance car, but next, I don't know now. Can't do it.
No.
Destroy your credit? Really? Destroy? That's the term we're using?
I mean, we could repair it. We could repair anything.
Yeah, you can repair it. You can repair it. You can get it removed, but that'll be the last resort. You don't want to just go get a repossession because it could be repaired. You know what I'm saying? You want to be financially literate as well. But if it's the last resort, then get the repo and you can always get it removed.
He'll be stressed in the Beamer. Got it.
Yeah.
That's fine. Another scenario?
I think this next one was gonna be, because they said they could fix any credit.
Oh yeah.
So this other scenario is gonna be somebody that is a 720 looking to get to a 780. So this person is trying to buy a home, first-time homeowner. Let's just say her name is Jasmine. So Jasmine is a first-time she's trying to be a first-time homeowner. She is 29 years old. She makes about 56 to 62,000 a year, give or take after taxes. And Jasmine has really long credit history, very strong. She has one car that she paid off already and stuff like that. So that's how she got her 720. But how would you help Jasmine get to the higher boost? Yeah, the boost, so she can have the lowest possible interest rates on her first house.
Okay, so I mean, she's good to go. She had a great credit score. I feel like she could definitely get that property. Like, she's good. I mean, but if she wanted to get a higher credit score, my thing would be to purchase an authorized user. That's one of the ways you could just boost your credit score exponentially. Just like I've seen my clients 50, 100 points up from an authorized user. So that's one of the easiest ways to get that score. So you'll get one with preferably with a high limit, but more so the credit age. So one with maybe 20 plus years of credit history. So she knew somebody that had that type of history. Yeah. If not, she could buy one. There's different websites. We actually have access to plenty of them. It will be average around $600 to $800, and it will get her credit score to where it needs to get to, and then she can go about getting that the best interest rate.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't even know you can purchase them.
That's fire.
Yeah, you can purchase them. Yeah, you definitely. Usually before I get funding for my clients, I would like my clients to have some type of relationship with that bank that I'm going to apply for. So that's a way you can establish a relationship. So it's a gem for you guys. If you guys do want to purchase an authorized user, purchase one with a bank that you want to affiliate yourself with. So if it's Chase, purchase a Chase authorized user with a high limit, and Chase will more than likely give you a high limit credit card because you already have that reporting on the credit report.
Oh, so the banks know that this is happening too. I thought that how this was okay. Wow.
Yeah, banks banks don't like it. They don't like that. They don't mind you sharing that information. That's fine. But I'm saying banks don't like the aspect of people selling authorized users. They don't like that because they don't want people to make money. That's just how the banks are. But they don't mind that history is on your credit report. That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
I don't know. Family members asking them is kind of like a lot. Like a lot of people don't know that it doesn't affect them. So it's like, I don't want to put you under my name and stuff like that. Like it's hard to ask somebody for that.
And on top of it, with family members, sometimes they see how you spend, so they're looking at you like,
nah, I'm not trying to help you.
Yeah.
So the thing is that you would never actually get the card. So
exactly.
I put my father as an authorized user to build out his credit. So the thing is that when they're doing the application, if they're doing the application, they're supposed to put down their address. So when they put down their address, the card is going to come to them. So you're never going to get the card, but the history is going to get put on your on your credit.
Exactly.
So unless you really fuck it up for them, they really have nothing to lose.
No, you can't fuck it up.
You can't fuck it up because
At all?
you're just getting you're just getting their history. You're not
Okay,
getting
so they
else.
really have nothing to lose.
Yeah, but people don't understand that. They're just like, I don't want my name
You got to
associated
come
with
with a
your name.
presentation.
That's why you can always buy one. You can always buy one if you know.
Yeah, you can always buy one, and if y'all looking to make extra income when y'all get your, when y'all have lines with good history, you can also sell yours.
Exactly.
So you can make an extra, income, because a lot of these cars, they have like 3, 4, 5 positions. You could add 5 people as authorized users for like 300, keep them on for 2 months. You're making an extra 1,500 for 2 months on one car. But it's also important to know that before you do that, you just want to call your bank and confirm that you're going to be adding a few authorized users, because let's say you're in a little sister program, and you want to teach them about credit literacy or something. You're going to be adding people as authorized users. Is that okay? Once you get the okay, because you never want your car to get shut down. That's the worst thing. And if you're adding too many people, they see that as a risk, right? If you're cycling too many people. So you just want to confirm that first. And if you get the go ahead, you can start making an extra income with your credit cards.
Oh, and that's another thing. You mentioned something that jogs my memory in terms of like closing down credit cards. I know some people think that I paid off this credit card, I don't want to be in debt anymore. Close down credit card.
I don't recommend that at all, because
doesn't that mess up your credit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's a positive account with credit history. So when you close it, you lose all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You lose the credit history and everything. So it's just gonna drop your score. So I don't recommend closing it. Just don't use it. Just leave it open and don't use it. Use it because even if you're not using your credit card, sometimes the bank will close it down. So maybe sometimes swipe it for a little $5 and just leave it. You know what I'm saying? But just keep it actively. Using it for very small amounts, and the card will stay active. You don't gotta worry about it.
Right.
Yeah, perfect. You guys hear that? Anyone listening? Please don't close your credit cards. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The experts said no.
Right. Don't do it. And then with the authorized users, I wanted to kind of jump back with the whole family. One other reason why it might be harder with family, because a lot of the times, me being I'm not even a first generation. Okay. So me being what am I?
An immigrant.
Yeah. Okay. So me being an immigrant, my family does not have a lot of knowledge on this. So a lot of the times it's not necessarily easy for me to just go to my mother or go to, my father and be like, hey, can you make me an authorized user? Because what are they authorizing?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to have to do it for them, and I think, making sure that people are aware that you can purchase it helps a lot, because I have a friend who was able to help, boost her credit through having her dad as an authorized user. But I was just like looking at my mom and looking at her credit, and I was like,
it's not everybody's option.
Yeah, I can't do that. So the fact that I can purchase it, first of all, I can use my family household income. I'm still not over that. And I can purchase an authorized user. You guys really just shot my credit up into the bougie bitch section. Like, oh my God.
I'm already fucking into Chase. Like,
I had good credit. My credit is in the low 700s. So I'm like, okay, I'm decent.
Mm-hmm.
But now mentally it's in the 800s. I'm one of those people we just spoke about. Yep. Once I'm done doing everything from this, and you guys will be hearing from me. Mm-hmm. Once I'm done doing all of this.
I love it.
Oh my God. I actually have an entrepreneur question right now, like a really quick one, because I know both of you guys have full-time things going on. How do you juggle all of this? Like the credit repair, trying to meet with your clients, finding and sourcing your clients, and then actually setting up their credit while being full-time student, full-time worker.
Yeah, so the thing about that is that I know Glad went to chime in on it, but the thing about that is that I would say is that you do it like your business, like whatever. Like if you're in, let's say you're in school, you would do it to a part-time, do it part-time to the point where it could replace your income. So once it gets to a point where it could replace your income and you're comfortable, that's when you could basically go with it full-time. Right now I'm a registered nurse, but I haven't worked in a while because I'm doing so well with my credit repair business. I'm doing so well with getting clients large lines of credit, just teaching that financial literacy. So I'm full-time entrepreneur. I am still a registered nurse. It's not like the license goes away.
Of course,
You
can always go back to it.
I still can save lives.
So you drive to work in your Corvette to save lives? You drive to work in your Corvette to save lives?
Woo!
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
The license plate probably say already, yo. The license plate. Oh,
we're just checking
with the good parking spot.
The reserved.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You wanted to go, Vlad? Because I have a question for both of you guys after.
Oh yeah, just to piggyback on Phil, it's all about the time allocation. About designating time to certain things. So scheduling works a lot for me. I know I have classes on Tuesday, Wednesday, and sometimes it will change per semester. So I'll set it up already to where I'll be doing my repair on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then, the same thing throughout the day, I'll be posting and getting clientele, but also delegating certain things to different people because I don't want to do credit repair forever. So just getting into automation, just like I have VAs, getting extra help. You'll never be able to scale if you're doing all the small things in your business. You'll never be able to grow it. So you're going to have to delegate at one point in time. So that's why I'll say always schedule and delegate. And then
like you watched every episode.
Right.
You don't listen to the episodes because that's what the show is.
You just summed up like 3 seasons.
Yo, that's it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's it. Outsource. I need a shirt that says outsource.
It took me 2 seasons to actually start outsourcing. She's been saying it to me for the longest, and I just started, and it made such a difference in my business and how I feel about my business. Because when you're doing everything yourself, it's tiring, it's draining. I'm not about to give the spiel because they heard me say it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But when you're able to delegate, it's just like, okay, you do this, I'll do this. You enjoy what you do more and you get more done. That way you're able to like start thinking about bigger and better for your business. But a question I had for you guys is, let's say someone comes to you with the low to mid 600s credit, and they want to take it, to the mid 700s. On average time, I'm not sure if this is a question you guys get a lot, but on average, how long do you think that might take? Like, how long would you be working with them? I know some people, when they think about fixing or repairing their credit, they kind of want everything done ASAP, and it's not a one-day process. So, like, what time frame would you kind of give somebody?
Yeah, so it's actually funny because you get some clients that you just started, you just got their information. Next day they call you, "What's up, man? How we looking?"
Yeah,
it's like it's only been a day. Like yo, am I at the 700 yet? And it's like, yo, you gotta explain to them. You gotta sit them down. Like credit doesn't work like that. So my time I give them is 1 to 3 months. In 1 to 3 months, I'll remove the negative and inaccurate items from your report, and we'll also work on building. The thing about the building accounts is that if I'm giving you the information and you aren't adding those accounts to your report, your score won't increase. So it also takes collaboration. You have to work with me too. You know what I'm saying? So you have to just make that known and just tell them, 1 to 3 months, your credit will be repaired.
I think you need to say that again because a lot of people miss the fact where it's like, you got to put in work as well.
It takes two.
They can't just come to you guys and expect you to do everything because
here's my social security card.
Right. And even with that, you guys can help repair it, but don't do what you did to get it back low again. It's like, damn, 6 months later, I'm seeing you again. Like, it's great business, but bro, what did you do?
Come on. They bought a Corvette. They got a Corvette.
Like, what did you do? So I think it's really important to emphasize that it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
You have to take accountability and you really need to put in the work yourself. And when someone repairs your credit, not only the money you spend on getting your credit repaired, but it's like maintain it, take the tips you were taught and use it to increase your credit on your own. Right. I just have to say that just because, I need to be told certain things. So I'm pretty sure the audience needs to be told certain things as well.
Definitely.
I don't really have much else to ask. Do you have anything else to ask?
No, I have no more questions for you gentlemen, except I need you guys to plug everything that's going on in your lives, anything that you want the listeners to know and how they can contact you.
Wait, before you even do that, do you guys have any final tips, tricks, just Any last little, widgets of knowledge you want to drop? Come on, we're here.
Oh, y'all want the sauce.
I do. I was like, Ash, I hope they really
audience.
start telling us the tea, because
They
I
sure
need this.
did.
You guys really
listen,
did.
give us tea, but save for the course. Save for your
I mean,
course.
well, with their personal credit, when they come with them with the numbers, they're gonna have to learn how to do that on their own.
Right.
But yeah. So any last, information for us?
Last minute tips and tricks.
Yeah, I would say one thing is, once you build out that profile, don't look to the major banks all the time. Don't look to Chase, American Express. Start looking at the credit unions in your local area. So there's a lot of credit unions. Maybe there's credit unions in Brooklyn. I know I'm out in Long Island. We have Bethpage Federal Credit Union. We have Jovia. And the thing about credit unions is they love relationships, and they love to establish relationships. So and they have so much money to give out, but nobody is going to them. So if I go to Bethpage and I establish a personal account with them, then what you could do is you could actually take money from your credit cards. Let's say I wanted to take money from my credit card, liquidating it and putting it into the Bethpage account. So let's say I took 5,000 and just put it into my Bethpage account. What that does is show them that he wants to do business with us. Right. So now I put the 5,000. Let's say I pay my card back. Then so I'm just creating a paper trail in a sense. So I'm creating a paper trail with them. Then after doing that, I go apply for their credit card. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to get approved for a high limit, because I'm funneling money into the account and I'm paying certain things, and then the money is coming back. So they're seeing that I'm creating a paper trail, I'm creating history with them, and I'm establishing a relationship. So the tip is to create relationships with credit unions and apply for their credit products, and you'll get access to higher funding.
Right.
I appreciate that. I drive past them all the time. Never thought to stop.
Right.
I'll stop one day.
Piggyback off of Glad, Navy Federal Credit Union. That's like probably a real gem credit union. So there's a backdoor method to get into Navy Federal Credit Union. So basically, is you can call them up and just tell them that hey, my grandfather served in the military. Recently passed away, and I was told that I was able to get membership, and they will let you into Navy Federal. And the thing about Navy Federal is that they give you large lines of credit. They got people that got like 650 credit scores, and they're getting approved for 25K credit limit. So, I mean, I would prefer you guys build out your credit report first, but they do give out 25Ks for no reason. So really, so when you want to look on the aspect of investing and stuff like that, that's definitely one of those credit cards you could go for. And and they come with a point system. They all come with point systems, so you could utilize them. Another gem is that basically and manufacturer spend. So manufacturer spend is basically spending on your credit card. Quotations is basically, let's say if I could basically the credit card companies, they won't think that I actually spent that money, but I actually didn't really spend it. I'm actually so I'll give you an example. I could go, I don't know, should I give that one, Glad? What you think?
Man, you already started, so
you know what? You gave enough. You gave enough.
The fact that we was about
Real
to get to, yeah.
Real
like I said, y'all got stuff y'all need to plug. Okay.
Yeah,
we are not in the business of giving out the TT.
And I think my little tip, even though I'm not part of the team, but it's okay.
I'll
throw it in.
Okay.
You are part of the team.
Oh, not their team.
Not their team.
The good credit. The good credit.
My tip would be, I think when people hear credit repair, they assume that it's like, oh my God, my credit has to be at the absolute lowest point for me to even look or speak to someone.
Right.
You don't have to have low credit, a low credit score to go to someone to repair your credit or to increase it. It's always good to be building your credit. So even if you're sitting here and listening to our podcast, chilling, eating your chips, and you like, I'm good, I got 7 something. Okay, sweetie,
it can always be higher.
Exactly. So it's always good to just and have someone see what your credit report looks like. You can have higher report without even knowing that something is just not right. So it's always good to have someone kind of just check it over and see how things are going with you. And yeah, that's my tip.
My tip is to get things removed off your stuff. I recently got some shit removed off my thing. I saw it on my credit score. I'm on my Experian, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?
Who's that?
Who the fuck? Who did that?" I got
you. Did you do it?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But it was a little over $2,000, and I was like, you know what? Removing that actually helped me. So remove stuff if you can. Like that's something you could do for free. Is check your Experian. Like make an account and check that.
Yeah, so yeah, just to tell what y'all said is amazing. You have to just check your score every day. You never know what's gonna pop up on your report, so you should be checking your report every day. And also, if you have their 700 score and the 750 score, but you're not utilizing it, then you're really it's just a score at that point. If you're not using it to your advantage, credit is one of our greatest financial assets. So if you just have a score at this point, like you could flaunt the score, but if you're not using it, you're really just
you're not a bad bitch. You're not
exactly.
Blue, not
driving the Corvette.
That's it. And that's it.
Never like that Corvette.
And that's it. And that's all.
Okay, so yes, please plug in your links. Where can we find you guys?
Where can we all find you?
Who's gonna start?
You can find me on Instagram, Phil Credit, Phil _ credit. That's where you can find me. That's the best way to reach me.
Okay. Do you have anything coming out? Anything like business?
Well, I have a do-it-yourself ebook that's out right now, so you guys can purchase that. Definitely help you clean up your credit. It's the same methods I utilize to help clean up my client's credit report. So it comes with a webinar that helps you basically that directs you exactly step by step on how to repair. I'm sorry, love, I didn't hear what you were saying.
I was asking, is the link on your Instagram?
Oh yeah, it actually is in my Instagram. It's on in my bio.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Glad.
Yeah, so yeah, you can find me at glad_credit on IG. I drop a lot of videos and extra gems. Also, if you want to sign up for a consultation, the link is in my bio as well. You can sign up at stepstowealthllc.com, and my DIY is also out as well. wealthsteppersdiy.com, where you can go on there and actually purchase that as well. Also comes with a webinar as well. And let's get into them, y'all.
That's beautiful.
Come join the Steps to Wealth team.
Okay.
Let's
get to the 700s. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Again, we want to thank you guys so.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Before we go, we have a small little ad.
Well, I was just gonna thank them.
No, we do that after.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a very small, cute little ad. So the shirt I'm wearing is it basically says Justice for Nicholas Allen. So this GoFundMe is out right now. We are raising $125,000 for Nicholas Allen, a wrongfully convicted immigrant. And he is seeking this money in order to get back on his feet after he leaves prison. So he served almost 15 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. And when he leaves, he will have no resources, no job, nothing. So that's why we're raising the money, so he could be good wherever he ends up, because due to our government, unfortunately, he may get sent back to Jamaica, where he's originally from. So if you guys can find it in your heart to just donate something, and even just share the GoFundMe, Justice for Nicholas.
For sure, definitely.
And imagine
that's amazing.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Like, imagine 15 years. You know how much that happened in the past 5 years? Like, think about technology. He has to relearn all of that.
Exactly. So the 125,000 is just for him to get reacclimated into society. He's comfortable. He can have housing. He can pay for food to eat, just all of that. We're just going to make sure that he's good when he gets back out,
And we're going to break the whole cycle of, going right back into the system.
Yeah,
so
no.
If we can help him,
that's not
he can stay out.
He know my family. We never going to let that. He's going to be an entrepreneur as soon as he leaves. As soon as he leaves out of prison, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I got all the credit source to get him right. So y'all know the authorized users. I got the credit builder accounts. He's in the proper hands.
Good. He might have no credit, so you could just build it out, and you'd be great.
Thank you.
You guys
so
are
much.
Really awesome. Like, I learned so
Yeah, I'm really blessed
much.
And really happy to be in the energy of you guys. Like, this was amazing. Shout out to Rhea. Her fam is amazing.
And this is not the end of us working together.
Right.
Like, you
definitely.
They will hear from you guys again, and when it comes to Big Dreams, Small Pockets, because I can tell that you guys have so much more knowledge to give.
Yeah.
I can see y'all
a lot
back, and that's great.
It's a lot more.
Yeah, we're gonna have you guys again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sounds good.
We say thank you so much. Do you have anything?
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you guys again. We're just gonna see you guys in the next episode or hear from you guys.
Right.
Hey guys, it's Ash Hole here from Big Dreams, Small Pockets, a business and lifestyle podcast. Are you interested in starting your own podcast but don't know where to start? Check out the Anchor app. That's anchor.fm. With the app, you can record, edit, and upload all of your episodes for free. The app will even distribute your episodes on all platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it. No need for special equipment or expensive software. So what are you waiting for? Get the app today and use our link in our bio and in all of our episode descriptions. Have fun!